Okay, let's look at writing our first Python program using PyScripter. Once you've got PyScripter loaded, let's clear out the content of this window here, because we don't need it. So just highlight it all and then press the delete key. Now the code that we're going to type goes into this window here. The output, once we run our program using the play button here, will appear down here in the Python interpreter. If ever you lose the Python interpreter window, which does happen from time to time, you can get it back again by going to the View menu, IDE Windows, and reselecting the interpreter window from here. So let's get started. So we're going to create our very first program to just output some text into the interpreter window down here. So in this section here, we're going to use the print command, because we use the print command whenever we want to output text to the screen. We then need to open a set of brackets. PyScripter will helpfully introduce the closing brackets for us already. And then if we want to print any text, we need to put it inside a set of quotation marks. So we're simply going to output the message, hello world. So we're using the print command, opening a set of brackets, opening a set of quotes, and then inside the quotes we include the text that we want to display on the screen. Quick word before we hit the play button to execute the code is that Python is case sensitive. So the command print must be typed in lowercase. If you start it with a capital P, Python will complain and won't let you run the code. So let's hit the play button and see what it does. As soon as we hit the play button, we should see after a short delay down here that it outputs the message hello world, the text that we put inside the quotation marks. If you wanted to print something different, then all you need to do is change whatever appears inside those quotation marks. So if we ask it to print boo this time and press the execute button, the run button, we should see that it outputs down here the text boo. If we want to create another line of text, we simply need to drop down, introduce another print command, and then inside the brackets and the quotes include the next piece of text that we want to output. So what Python will do this time is execute the first command, which will print boo, and then execute the second command, which will print who. So let's hit the run button and see what we get. We should get boo and then who. There is another way of getting the same result. If we get rid of this line here, what we can do on this line is use an escape character. We'll use a /n character. What the /n character does is it forces Python to create a new line. So it will print boo, a new line, and then who. So let's run this and see what we get. It should look exactly the same. One last escape character that might sometimes be useful is we can replace the /n with a /t, T for tab. So if we execute this time, we'll get boo and who on the same line, but with a tab character in the middle. Sometimes using this character here is useful if you want to lay text out in a sensible, ordered fashion. And that concludes our first lesson on printing text in Python.